This girl just put a drop in her eye. When she opened her eyes, she broke out in a cold sweat. All the students in the class, male and female, were staring at her strangely. The girl thought she had something on her face. She took out her cell phone and looked at herself, but she realized that all the students in the camera were also staring at her strangely. Even the teacher on the stage stopped her class and stared at her. Looking at those creepy eyes, the girl could no longer contain her inner fear. She rushed out of the classroom and went outside. She didn't realize that her classmates were also staring at her. She didn't know what was wrong with her, so she asked a boy who was passing by why he was staring at her. Strangely, he said he wasn't staring at her at all. Realizing that she might have encountered something dirty, she left the school in a hurry to go home. But when she arrived on the street, she was surprised to find all the pedestrians on the street were staring at her strangely. Whether they were in a hurry to go to work, or students taking pictures with their cell phones, they all turned their heads and stared at her, as if something had really grown on her face. The girl hurriedly covered her face and returned home. Unexpectedly, when she turned on the TV, the couple in the TV also turned their heads to stare at her. She was so scared that she turned off the TV. Until then, she thought she was hallucinating. She would be fine after a night's rest. But when she walked into school the next day, her classmates were still staring at her. She covered her face and tried not to look at them. But the next moment, a boy bumped into her. The eye drops fell out of her backpack. The boy picked it up and gave it back to her. But because of this small action, made the girl realize something was wrong. She realized that the boy didn't seem to be looking at her. She grabbed him, asked how he could look away from her, but she didn't expect the boy to take out a bottle of the same potion, and told her a shocking truth.